Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nick Dubb coming back at you with another video here. It's Friday, May 22nd, 2020. I'm still here in Temecula, California. Just wanted to start off this video by saying that there are several casinos that have opened up this week across the US, and there's also a few poker rooms that have opened up also. There's a couple poker rooms that opened up in Florida. Seminole Hard Rock opened up yesterday. I saw on Twitter that they had 18 games going and like 106 people on the waiting list or something like that. It was ridiculous. I believe all the games were short-handed, like 5 or 6-handed. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they were 5 or 6-handed, not full ring games. Just so you guys know. And I also saw that today another casino in Florida opened up, the Oxford Downs, and I went on the Bravo app today. Oxford Downs had 20, I think I want to say 22 games going, and also I did look at the Seminole Hard Rock also for today. They had like 23 games going with several names on the list. Okay, so that brings me to the next thing I wanted to bring up in this video, which is about Jamul Casino here in California. Their reopening day yesterday. So, guys, I did go to Jamul Casino yesterday and play some poker, and I'm gonna go over everything I saw, including health, safety, sanitation procedures and methods that they have implemented and updated, and also what games they had going and what I learned about what's going to happen in the poker room there in the upcoming days. So when I got there, as far as the elevators are concerned, you don't have to press the button. They have somebody working the elevators. They let you in. They press the button for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you go up the elevator, blah blah blah. You go get your, you go in, you get your temperature scan, get temperature check, all that. So okay, so that's pretty simple. Then so then you get to the poker room, and when I got there yesterday, the casino was not too busy. It didn't seem too busy at all for opening day. And I got to the poker room, and they had like 4 1-3 no limit games going. I was able to get in a game right away. Now, just a note, they do offer short-handed games as well as full ring games. Apparently, there was no short-handed games going. They were all full ring. Like I said, I was able to get in a game right away, but I would have preferred to play the short-handed game for a couple reasons. First reason is I like playing short-handed poker, and second reason is I would just feel a little bit more comfortable playing 5 or 6-handed as opposed to 9-handed. You guys know how it is when you're playing in a full ring game 9-handed. You're knocking knees and bumping elbows with your neighbor and all that, and with the current situation in the world, I don't think that's too comfortable. But for some reason, there was like nobody else that wanted to play short-handed. I think there was like one other person on the list for a short-handed game other than me. Everybody else was fine playing full ring, which completely surprised me. I'm a little bit I was actually really surprised that people didn't want to play short-handed just for a little bit more comfort. But that's what happened. So I sat down in the 1-3 no limit. I played for about 5 hours. I would say the game was slightly above average. It was pretty decent. Some good action, some good pots going on. I only bought in for $140. Did pretty well, ran pretty well, and was able to cash out for like $660. So it came up like $420. Like I said, I played for 5 hours. Then I left. Now, guys, I want to go over some other details about what I saw. First thing I want to go over is the health sanitization the health and sanitization procedures that they have implemented, as well as safety procedures, guys. So in the poker room, they do have sanitizer at the front desk. They have gloves available for you if you want them. I didn't see anybody wearing gloves really, besides maybe some of the workers. And also they do have a sanitizer bottle at each poker table, and they do have, I think I saw at least 2 hand sanitizers on the walls there in the poker room. So that's pretty good. So I was getting up every like 20 or 30 minutes just to sanitize my hands and play it safe. And everybody is required to wear a mask, guys, in the casino. Now, while I was at my first table, there was one guy that after a while that sat down, that he had his mask around his neck. It was pulled all the way down. He was not wearing it. And he probably got away with that for I would say a good 45 minutes to an hour before finally one of the floor men came over and told him to put his mask or face covering on. So the dealers didn't do anything about it. I don't know if they're supposed to or not. But like I said, the floor man came over and told him to put his mask on. Anyways, that's not really, I'm not sure if that's really a big concern or not, but what else did I want to go over here? So also every time that a player gets up, they're supposed to come and clean and disinfect the chair that the player was sitting in and the rail that was in front of the player. Now, they're supposed to do that. I did notice a few times where they did not do that, so I think that's an area of concern that they can work on. So maybe, I don't know what they need to do, but maybe the dealer needs to say something every time a player gets up and leaves, say, hey, I need a chair cleaned on table 5 or whatever. Got a player that just got up. Maybe it's just a miscommunication issue, because I did notice, like I said, a few times where that did not happen. So I think they could work on that. What else here, guys? Now, I would suggest that I'm very surprised that they went to full ring games right away, 9-handed. It's kind of like portraying a picture that they're not overly concerned about everybody's health and safety. Honestly, I think they could have went 7-handed. Then you have a little bit more space. It's pretty much still like a full game, and more people would be comfortable playing. So I bet there's probably some players who did not go yesterday or who will not go, in the future, because they don't want to play in the 9-handed game. So, like I said, they are offering the short-handed game, but I don't think they should offer the 9-handed game right away. That's kind of like jumping in the deep end and just right away, and it's just not a good thing. So, I think, plus, if you're looking at it as a business standpoint, 7-handed, they're going to take the same rake as 9-handed. So they can get more tables going if you run it 7-handed as opposed to 9-handed, and then bring more money in, business-wise, for the poker room and the casino, if you're looking at it that way. But I don't run the poker room. It's not up to me what they do. Now, when I got there, there was 4 1-3 no limit games going. They were running every other table. They would not run. It was pretty much not like 2 tables right next to each other, that were running. So that was good. Obviously for the social distancing aspect, if you believe in all that and everything. So, some people think that that's not really necessary, and it's a whole bunch of garbage, social distancing and all this, and they're blowing the virus all out of proportion and everything. I don't know, I'm kind of torn in the middle, but you want to make people feel comfortable, so adhering to the social distancing and doing all that kind of stuff, and having the hand sanitizer is obviously very important, because people's perception is reality, guys. Perception is reality. Anyways, what else did I find out about the poker room? They are not open 24 hours right now. They do close at 4 a.m. every night, and then they open back up at 10 a.m. So they're closed for 6 hours. That's going to be until further notice. Obviously, we don't know how long that's going to last for. It depends on what happens with this COVID-19 in the future. So, the reason they're doing that is because they're going to do a deep cleaning during that time. So that's another thing that they did a good job on, is implementing that. Get the deep cleaning done. Make sure that you're looking out for the players. Now, as far as promotions going on, yesterday, the first day, they did not have any promotions. They weren't sure if it was going to be busy or it was going to be slow. So they're starting off slowly with the promos. Today, I don't know. I'm not there today. I don't know if they have any promos going on, but they did say they are going to start gradually bringing the promotions in. Now, probably in a couple weeks from now, they're going to go back to their regular promos, whatever they had going on, but we're not 100% sure. So what else? I did ask one of the floor men about the tournaments. There's no tournaments going on right now. He said it's going to be at least a couple weeks until they do have tournaments. Honestly, I think it's going to be even longer. I think it's going to be like probably at least a month or two before they're running tournaments, but we will see. It seems like they're pretty, pretty happy about moving forward pretty fast in this, situation with the poker room. So, guys, what else here? I don't think I missed anything. I don't know. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I got some more videos coming out soon. And I'll talk to you later, guys. Stay safe. Have a good one, okay?